I'm Tachic Hickman-Piazza, founder and principal designer of home and lifestyle brand Allured by Design. And whenever I'm not designing and beautifying spaces, either in my own home or in a client's home, my favorite pastime is to travel. I'm so inspired by all of my travels, and I love to bring all of that inspiration from my travels right back into my home, as I firmly believe a person's home should be a true reflection and extension of their personal taste and style, with beautiful collected pieces that complement who they are, what their passions and interests are, and ultimately, what makes them feel good. Both traveling and designing makes me feel absolutely amazing, but simply being creative makes me feel even more wonderful. In my latest series, The Influence of Travel in Our Homes, I'm excited to show you all some of the stunning pieces I've collected over the years and designed and styled in my home. But more than anything, I'm super excited to share travel memories with you of exactly which country or continent has inspired me to purchase those pieces. If you've never believed in the power of travel and how it truly connects to design and inspires us all, I'm ready to both inspire you and also make you a believer. My formal dining room is without a doubt my most travel-inspired space in my home. It's also my most heavily inspired room in my home that is very heavily inspired by all of the French influences that I was exposed to or that I have been exposed to as a native New Orleanian growing up in New Orleans. So being born and raised here and still living here now on the Northshore side of the city, it's only natural, right, that my home would have a lot of French influence in it because I was exposed to so much of that growing up here. And my formal dining space, it's the room that I really wanted to make that very, very clear that I am a very, very proud native New Orleanian. And as much as I am so influenced by my travels and I bring so much of the things that I see on my travels, I like to design my home in a way that it shows you that I've traveled to other places and I've been inspired by the things that I've seen in my travels. As much as I'm inspired by my travel, I also want my home to be a reflection of who I am. And as a proud New Orleanian, it was very important to me that my formal dining room in particular, since we're in that space, but not just my formal dining room, just my home in general. But I would definitely say that my formal dining room, this is the room that it was just really, really important to me that I really showcase as much as I can, like, you know, just being a proud native New Orleanian, a proud girl from New Orleans with French Creole roots. And in this particular episode, that's what I'm going to show you guys, you ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you all some of my favorite decorative accents in this very space, in my formal dining space, that all have that very Euro New Orleans French style touch to it. Of course, you know, things that are inspired by my travels as well, but definitely things that say, I'm from New Orleans, I'm from the Who Dat Nation, I am from the 504, okay? This dining room, I feel like it makes that very clear. So I hope it does, at least. But I am going to show you guys that in this episode. So stay tuned and come on with me. Let's go. So there are so many different European accents all throughout my formal dining space. But not only European, there are so many French-inspired accents all throughout my dining space, right? But everything from my rustic chandelier, my gold oysters, my gold oyster artwork on my wall, to just some of the accents all throughout the space, even some of the vases in my formal dining cabinet, down to my buffet itself. But one of my heavily, surfaces that just have all of these beautiful little Euro-inspired decorative accents atop of the surface or atop of the table would definitely be my burnished gold chest. So this chest is very Euro vintage inspired, and atop of the chest itself, it's like everything that just screams France and New Orleans. And we know that New Orleans is, a French settlement. So everything on here just really, really kind of spoke to my love for being from New Orleans. But not only that, just everything that I remember being exposed to growing up here. From my French provincial lamp. This lamp is one of, I really, really love like rustic style lamps. This one for sure is one of my favorite. It has a French provincial design, and even in color is what makes it French provincial. Usually French provincial design has something that is in a color tone of a distressed cream or gray, and that's exactly what the color tone is of this lamp. Everything from my lidded dish down to my garden bowl, which is very kind of like French and Euro inspired. You see garden bowls like this in a lot of courtyards in New Orleans homes. The statues will be of this same texture, right, of my garden bowl. Down to my frame itself. Y'all already know how I feel about fancy frames. So down to my frame itself, it has very ornate detail. And then something that I'm totally obsessed with on top of my burnished vintage chest is this. This is a bookend, people, okay? A bookend. This is a bookend that is actually designed and carved out of a Euro style door. I love it. It's very distressed. It's etched in gold. Gold finger. Hello, hello, hello. The gold chrome. But it's a very distressed gold. It's not too heavy. And I just loved it. I fell in love with it. It really reminded me of doors that I've seen growing up in New Orleans in some of our museums and galleries, some of our historic homes. So instead of using it as a bookend, I decided to use it more as a decorative accent and just place it on top of my burnished chest. And then to kind of like balance out all of the French inspired pieces, of course I had to throw a little Italian design in there too. So you already know how I feel about postcards. I love to design and style my home with postcards. I like to display them in frames, and not only in frames, I love to put my postcards just on surfaces. So this particular postcard is the Duomo Cathedral in Florence, Italy. I bought this last year while my husband and I were in Florence, Italy on my first group trip to Florence, Italy with, all of my audience that participated in that particular trip. And I just fell in love with this postcard. I think postcards are small pieces of art. And I love to display art on my walls, but I love to collect postcards. It is one of the most inexpensive ways to invite travel into your home. Postcards. You display them either in a frame or on your surfaces. And like I said, to balance out all of the French-inspired pieces over here, I thought I'd throw a little bit of Italian design in there. So I just placed my Duomo Cathedral artistic postcard in this area, and it really just kind of, it speaks to the things that I love, everything that I've been exposed to, not only growing up here in New Orleans, but it also speaks to places that I've traveled to. But one of the things that I really want to show you all in this particular episode, two of my new acquisitions that really kind of rounded this room out even more and really just speaks to my love for traveling to Europe, my love for my culture and heritage of being here from New Orleans, is my new Baroque style frames right behind me, okay? So I just recently purchased these, or I should say they just recently arrived, and there's a story behind these pieces. So one, I fell in love with the Baroque style frame. We already know, y'all know, we just have to accept how much I love Baroque style frames. So the story behind these two new pieces, I was in New York last year for my anniversary weekend. And my husband and I, we were visiting my best friend who lives in New York, Tari. So Tari lives around the corner from this beautiful home furnishing store. And as we're all making our way to trek into the city of Manhattan, we come across the store that, again, Tari lives around the corner from there, but he had never been. And he said, Boo, I've been waiting for you. I knew you were going to be visiting soon, so I was waiting for you to come because I figured we'd all go in there together. So we go into this place called Lux Home Furnishings, and it is floor to ceiling, just gorgeous. They have so much beautiful furniture and home accents in there. But then I spotted it. I spotted these two gorgeous artwork pieces that are basically fraternal twins. And it's simple artwork, just black and white brushstrokes. But it was the gold burnished Baroque framing that, of course, drew me in. And soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, these pieces they were just striking to me. And I knew that they would fit perfectly into the full aesthetic of my formal dining space. And honestly, when I saw them, my thought was, these frames just scream, I'm exactly who you think I am. And most importantly, I'm ultimately who I know I am. And that would be fancy. Because we all know that I'm fancy. I love fancy things. I love ornate details. I love a lot of ornamentation. And that's exactly what these particular frames, this artwork represented to me. It was just so ornate and detailed. I love all of the gold, just everything. It's fancy, it's opulent, it's extravagant, everything that the Baroque style of design is. So as I'm always inspired by my travels, again, I'm inspired by just everything that I've been exposed to growing up here in New Orleans. But most importantly, I want you guys to be inspired too. I want you all to travel with me and be inspired by the things you will see as you travel with me. So that is why I'm inviting you guys to please join me on my next design and lifestyle group trip heading to Greece and Rome next year, June 4th through the 15th, 2027. Tickets are open and available. Head to my website, alluredbydesign.com. You will see my Greece and Rome flyer. Click on the bar that says View Pricing and Itinerary. It will take you directly to my travel site where you can view the curated itinerary that I've put together for all the amazing things that we're going to be doing on the Greek islands. I think I said that right. In the Greek islands, in or on. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So you'll see everything that I've put together for everything that we'll be doing in the Greek islands, as well as when we visit the city, the eternal city of Rome. If you are one of my Instagram followers, please head to my bio section in Instagram, and you will see a link that says Join Me in Greece and Rome. That will also take you directly to my travel site. 2 different deposits, $99 to lock in your spot. That's the cheapest deposit we have. After you pay your $99, you pay a monthly installment fee. Or you can do the higher deposit, because I get it. I say all the time, we're not trying to have extra bills. So don't do the low deposit where you're going to have to pay monthly. Do the higher deposit of $450, because that will give you the flexibility to pay however you choose or as frequently as you choose, just as long as your balance is paid in full March 6, 2027. Tickets are open and available, so do not delay. Grab your seat now, because I'm sure as all of these episodes roll out, people are going to start buying up the seats, and I don't want you to get left out. Just make sure you come ready to be inspired, ready to have a good time, and that you are 18 and older. I want to have you with me. So until the next episode, stay both allured and inspired.
Just like a filter. Whenever you want me, I'm here for you. I'll make you brand new. All of them flaws, baby, what's the use? Let's bang it true. Just like a filter. Let me take you for a ride. I can fix Mix it up, I could change your vibe. 100% enhanced, refined, total imperfect design. Let me take it for a ride.